Hi, this is Bruce, and today we're going to look at how to get started using related tables in a relational database system like MySQL. So I've got some movies from Quentin Tarantino here, everything from his Reservoir Dogs in '92 to Once Upon a Time from 2019. And I've got the year that they were released as well as the lead actors in the movie. So let's go ahead and we'll add some columns to the top so we can do a quick import. So movie, year, movie, year, actor, so I guess actor name, and then let me just turn off Mr. Copilot here for a little bit, and then there's a little bit of a problem because now we've got two actor names, and we'll see in a little bit why that works. But I'll still bring it in, and then we'll do a second actor name or actor to name. How's that? We'll do this, and we'll figure out why this is wrong. Okay. So I'm going to come back here to, I'm already logged into PHPMyAdmin. Click on the database, and I'm going to import the file, and I'm going to choose that CSV file. I'm going to make sure the format is CSV. Columns separated with commas, that's correct. Name of the new table, I'm going to call it Tarantino Movies. And the first line contains the table column names, as we can see here. And so I'm going to do import. And if we browse that, then we can see certainly it's brought in the movies with their years and a couple of actors. One thing that's missing is our primary key, our index or ID. So let's go and we will add it, adding one column at the beginning of the table. And I'm going to click Go, and I'll call it Movie ID, and make sure that it is auto-incremented and is the primary key. Now if we take a quick peek, we can see indeed that it's added that column and auto-incremented the numbers from 1 to 10 for his 10 movies. And so now that I've got this, let's just go and do a quick select and make sure it's working. So I'm going to go grab the select from the demo DB that we did. And I'm going to go to this relational DB that we've been using for demos. And inside the app folder, I'm going to create a new file called Tarantino. And we'll paste it in there. And so I'm just going to change the statement here, the select statement. Let me just throw it on multiple lines. It'll make it a little easier to read. And order by times. So the table that we're using is obviously, or what we want to see is, we'll see everything for now. And the table is Tarantino Movies. So let's just make sure this works. So let's just go find that relational database. Right, so here's our demo from before. And I want to go to app tarantino.php. And so we can see here, we've got that. And if we drop that in, we've got the JSON response. And if we drop it into our linter, we can see what we've got. So we've got, should have the 10 movies with the actor 1 and 2 names. But now what we want to do is to improve this is to break these. Okay. But if we look at our table, we've got some problems, and one of the problems is that we're repeating some of the information. So, for instance, you can see that Samuel L. Jackson is in both Jackie Brown and The Hateful Eight. Michael Madsen's in Kill Bill 1 and 2. Brad Pitt is in Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And Uma Thurman is in 3 of the 10 movies, or stars in 3 of the 10 movies that Tarantino has created. And so what we want to try to do is to avoid this kind of duplication of information in a database, especially as you can imagine if we had more information about each one of those actors. So what I'm going to do is we'll create another table with just the actors for the database. And so here I've got a list of the actors from some Tarantino movies. I've got their birth year, as well as a little bio that I've included with quotes around the actual bio itself. And so if we come over here and make sure we first of all click on the database, because we want to import into the database, not into a table. Choose that file for the actors. It's still CSV, still comma separated. Columns are enclosed with quotes. The name of the new table is going to be Tarantino Actors, and we want the first line of the table to be column names, and let's see if this works. And it does, kind of, maybe. So I'm going to add the actor ID to these. So I'm going to add one column at the beginning of the table. It's going to be actor ID. And we're going to make sure it's auto incrementing and a primary key, just like we did for the movies. So now we can see we've got those actors with their actor IDs. And now what I want to do is I want to substitute in the actor ID here in the Tarantino movies for the actor names. So we'll start off obviously with just one row of actors. So in the Tarantino movies, I'm going to go ahead and add another row rather than change it. So I'm going to add after the actor 2 name. Actually, I'll do it after the actor 1 name. And it's going to be actor ID as well. And we're going to make it 11 characters because that's the same as the ID that we made for the other one. So click on Save. And now in the movies, I'm going to go and add those IDs. Let me just go grab a quick little screenshot here, make it easier for me to track it. And I'll just go and start adding the IDs. I guess we've already got it saved. So now what we want to do is update our query so that it's grabbing not the actor name from here, but the actor ID. In fact, let's go and we will delete that actor name column. So actor name, so we're dropping it. Okay. So now what we want to do is select all of the information from the Tarantino movies and from Tarantino actors. And, let's take a look at that. It's maybe not going to be what you're expecting. So you can see that we've got a lot. There's only 10 movies, but we've obviously got a lot of entries. And if we look more carefully at it, if we copy it, and look more carefully at it, what we can see is we've got a duplication of the films, right? So we've got right the first 10, and then it starts over again at 1, and so we go through them again, and this time it's looking like Tim Roth and Uma Thurman. It looks like Tim Roth is in every movie. And then it's going to go through and then put Uma Thurman in every movie, and then John Travolta in every movie, and then Samuel L. Jackson in every movie. And that's just not the case. So what we need to do is restrict it so that where the Tarantino movies actor ID is equal to the Tarantino actors actor ID. So we're saying only when there's the a match of the actor ID in the movies table with the actor ID in the actors table should we include that record. And here we can see the actor ID is the primary key in the actors table, and actor ID in the movies table is the foreign key. Right? So this is a foreign key because it's the primary key in another table. So now if we flip back to here, we should only get 10 movies. And it looks right. And let's just double check. All right, so we've got movie ID 1, 2, and then you can see there's 10, Once Upon a Thief. And here we're getting the actor's name as well as their birth year and the biography that are from the actors table. Okay. And so to review, we went from a simple select like we did for the when we're working with just one table where we're selecting from one table, and then obviously we've got an order here, to a select that includes a join, where we're joining two different tables, in this case the movies and the actors table, based on the actor ID in the movies table and the actor ID in the actors table. In the next video, we'll look at how we can include the second actor by using a linked table. I hope this helps.